Okay, so we have the newest development letter for Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. They have the usual greeting bullshit, blah blah blah, and then the new character, which I personally am pretty excited about. I've been wanting this character for a long time, but didn't know if they were going to actually do it or not. What's funny about this, though, is I'm actually kind of seeing mixed reactions to this. Some people are like, ah, boo, another attack class, blah, 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 it's Naruto, blah, blah, blah. Which I do kind of agree with because we're supposed to get a healer by now, but we have not. And I definitely wasn't expecting it to be Naruto. My next character guess was going to be healer Shino. So this is definitely a surprise to me, but I appreciate it. But anyway, his new jutsus, Chain Rasengan, of course. Okay, so I've seen that video a couple times already, but I wanted to take a closer look at it and obviously let whoever's watching see what it is. By swinging his shadow clone, he charges at the enemy, and if the enemy hits or if the attack hits an enemy, he launches a continuous attack with the shadow clone to follow up. Spectacular niches that follows blow with the enemy away with the Rasengan, the shadow clone, blah blah blah. During the attack, he enters a super armor state. Yeah, so you get super armor. That's one thing. Keep that in mind. So chain Rasengan, super armor, knock back by certain attacks. Although the range is short, charges quickly, make him suitable for close range surprise attacks. If he hits the enemy, he can restrain the enemy with a continuous attack. So it is also recommended for use in combos, which, yeah, definitely. You kind of want to, in my opinion, from what I've seen so far, you kind of want to use this as if you would use, what's it called? Halo Dance. In the sense of you start beating up on somebody, and near the end, you want to use this ability, and it'll just do a bunch of extra damage. In the middle of the combo, and move on to another attack, so you can combine the ninja tools, overwhelm your enemy. Yeah, see, combining it with ninjutsu and ninja tools, yeah, that's a definite right there. I've already thought of some stuff. Alright, so Fuma Special Attack Bullet. Don't really like that name, but maybe that's just like a translation thing. But if that is the name, don't really like it. Seems cool though. Oh, actually, before I move on, I forgot. So from what I can tell, here, I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit. So from what I can tell, there's two ways to use this, and they do one way 2 times in the beginning. So yeah, so right there, bam, activates it. And that's the same thing as this, but just really close up, because he hits them away and then does it. But then there's another variation. So there's 2 variations based off of how you do it. There's the ground version that we just saw, and then the other 2 that we saw were the aerial versions. And we'll look at the ground again. Activates. Yep. By swinging a shadow clone, he charges at the enemy, and if the attack hits an enemy, he launches a continuous attack. Wait. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Never mind. Yeah, Fuma Special Attack Bullet. That's all I wanted to say about the top one. Of course. Whoa. Going too far. Too far. Okay, So this one seems simple to me. You turn into a shuriken, and it seems to me like you have control over it. Like it looks like you do, but at the same time, it also looks like you don't. Like it seems the way that the camera angle is, I don't know. Maybe it has some kind of assisted tracking, or maybe it just does it by itself. But if you look closely, you can see here. So yeah, that's one thing, is it ends off with the kick. And then this one, all right, he's about to use it. You'll see. Yeah, okay, so right here. So here's the activation, and then person with the shuriken behind, and that person disappears. It's supposed to be like you turn into this, and this is your clone that's throwing you. Yeah, nice and simple, and we'll see if you can be attacked in this state. This ninjutsu transforms into a Fuma Shuriken and has the Kage Bunshin throw. Oh, the Shadow Clone. Throw it to launch a surprise attack. While transforming into a Shuriken, it can be freely controlled. Oh, okay, yeah, so it can be freely controlled. Huh. It does damage to enemy, yeah, of course it does damage. With an additional input, it will be possible to undo the transformation and perform. Oh, so that's an additional input, the kick. So you can just choose when to do that. So you can target the opponent with a free trajectory, conventional charging techniques. It can be used in a variety of ways, such as using from long to close distance. Perform consecutive shuriken attacks depending on your imagination. Yeah, no, actually, I like this more now. Now that I understand a little bit better how it works. I assume with the lock on, that's going to be the assisted tracking. So excuse me, you're locked onto the opponent. Let's say you're beating him up or you're not beating him up, whatever the situation is. You pop the ninjutsu, and similar to the bird, while the bird and the dog are constantly moving forward, in some capacity, the Fuma Shuriken should also be moving forward at all times. And if you notice with your summoning animals, if you lock on to somebody, they will like hard target that person. They will almost always just, even if you let your controller go, just start running towards them. And I think that's kind of how the Fuma Shuriken is going to work as well. So if you're not locked on, you could probably use it to like get out of a situation or just like get around somebody really quickly who's spamming. Though I don't think it has super armor or anything. I'm not sure if you can be targeted or anything like that inside of it. I would assume so, though. But also, if they charge attack you, I also assume they're going to get hit by the shuriken. So projectiles would probably be your weakness. But slimmer frame, it's going to be easier to move around and adjust. It's almost like flying, in a way. Let's see. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next one, though. Ninetales Rampage. Awesome one. I got excited just seeing it. It's going to be every video, isn't it? Too far. Okay. So yeah, this one's pretty simple. It's a transformation ultimate. It puts you in the QB cloak state, the one-tailed. I briefly went over this before, but I'll go over it again in a second. But I'm pretty sure that it said something along the lines of the charge time is boosted in pits. I don't know if it's based off of kills or not, or if it just charges faster in general. It actually gains charge if your allies die, because Naruto gets angry and upset when his allies die, etc., etc. And what was the other thing? Oh, yes. When you activate this mode, I don't know about your ninjutsu, but your combos at the very least change. and it said something along the lines of you're going to be able to use like the chakra hands or just chakra in general to push and pull the enemy within that combo. But I'll run it one more time and then I'll go ahead and start reading. Oh yeah, and obviously reactivation does the Vermilion Rasengan. Release the Rampaging Ninetales chakra and greatly enhance your physical abilities. During the effect of the special technique, melee attacks and ninjutsu will change to special attacks. Oh, so your ninjutsu will also change. And with additional input, you can roar and launch special attack to pursue frightened enemies with a Rasengan. In addition, while this special technique is equipped, the amount of special technique gauge will increase. Wait. When you or an ally is defeated. I see, yeah. Also, I just wanted to point out, so it looks like the special attacks is going to be a roar, and the other one, launch a special attack to pursue frightened enemies with a Rasengan. I wonder if that's supposed to be the reactivation? Maybe, I don't know, we'll keep reading. The effect of increasing the amount of special technique gauge will increase by a large amount in survival training. Oh, okay, yes. So when you are defeated in survival, the amount of super gauge that you get back is going to be greater in survival or the pits. And I'm wondering if it still counts summons, like the snake or the toad or the slug, as allies. Which obviously you'd only have the snake since it's attack, but there was a outfit that actually considered those as allies, so that when they died, you did receive the buff that the outfit was offering. So I wonder if that is also going to work for this ultimate. Just like Naruto, who gets angry when his ally is injured and falls, the special technique gauge will accumulate when an ally is defeated. They already said that, so this special technique is easy to aim for reversal from an unfavorable situation. Fight high speed, the additional attack with your arms, transform chakra blowing. Yeah, that's attack with your arms, transform chakra, blowing away opponents and pulling them in. Let it perform area attack on enemies. You jump. Yeah, okay, so that's what that last bit was. So I guess the other one is a different Rasengan. With the pursuit. Introduce this time. Use a free update. And I think when the update ends tonight or this morning or whatever the fuck time zone it is for you, that his character will be available to play along with the Hero Festival. But I don't think he's actually going to be available to buy until the next day. Because I think I read some of that as well. It's a ninja tool like this. Oh, yeah, the ninja tool. Which I don't necessarily agree with this one. I don't think attackers need more healing ninja tools. They have a couple already that are annoying as is. But I mean, it's a cool thing. It says it greatly restores your stamina though. So maybe it doesn't give you health and maybe it just like restores your cooldowns. I could definitely see that. But next up, Ninja Toad, which I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. They are ugly. Like, not design wise, just they look ugly in the face. But you'll see. And that sound is so gross. I don't like that sound. Okay, so I already read this, so I'm just gonna summarize it. Basically, you get to hop on the toad, really ugly toad. and you just get to move around, be on walls, etc. Same thing with the hound. It looks like, I guess you can jump. But that little thing right there, where he walks up, so the frog apparently hits people who are nearby with its tongue, like smacks them away. So I guess it's kind of an improved version of the dog, because not only does it do that, which I will say the dog is actually much faster, so better in damage. But it also, as you saw, when you do the RT right trigger release, like early, and you're locked onto an opponent, the frog will disappear, similar to, well, not similar to, but the bird, it like drills towards the opponent. This motherfucker, he just disappears and then sits on their face. Like, think about like Daikokuten, that ability where the cube comes down. No, it's his fat ass. Which, hilarious. I actually think I'm going to use this, but we will see, because I want to test it out first. And obviously, they're going to give you the same variations, 3 of the S, 3 of the A, 3 of the SS, mid-December. Yeah, that's an important part. So whichever, I forget the actual date on the summon animal lineup thing in the store, but whatever that is when we're going to be getting these guys. Alright, so now we're on to SS Plus items. First one, I think it's cool, looks good, just not really a fan of Kawaki or Ishiki or Daikokuten or any of that, but that's just my personal bias. Let's see. Absorb and release charge. Produces the various abilities and weapons used by Kawaki. Okay. I keep forgetting. Okay, now that my internet is not going insane. Yeah, pretty straightforward. You fight like Kawaki, you use his like cyborg enhancements, you use his eye. I mean, I guess it looks like you get his horn and stuff too, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like you get the whole deal. Cosmetic-wise, that looks actually really good. But yeah, that one's really straightforward. It's just Kawaki. This one has a little bit more to it. Let's see. Scientific Ninja Tool Haten Kokai? Maybe? I don't know how to pronounce that. Is a sword-shaped scientific ninja tool. It can be switched between a separate form with a sword and gauntlets. Oh, I didn't read that before. In both hands for strong attacks, and a combined form that combines them to transform into a great sword for greater power and a non-staggered effect during attacks. The separate form allows for speedy attacks, so when attacking, you can use the combined form to take advantage of the non-staggered effects when you need to defend. It's a weapon that can be used in any situation. What? Oh, this is the big sword. Oh, I'm sitting here thinking I was reading this one. I was like, what in the world are they talking about? Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay. I might have to look at that again. Okay. So, the pause button's in the way, but if you can kind of see, the sword that he has in his hand is not all of this. It's whatever the hell that is. And then now he's actually swinging the whole thing. So that's what it's talking about between the different forms. Because if you notice right here, he's actually using the other part of it as the like gauntlet. See? Like slams it into the ground. And then it says when combining is when it gets like that staggered form. And this form is just much faster. I really like the whole going under the ground thing. I think that's awesome. But yeah, it seems to me like you're going to be able to do something similar where you can switch between variations like the what's it called? Psy. His weapon, the SS plus one, except this one's for defense. But yeah, I really like this one. I actually kind of have plans for it already, like a future video, but I don't know how long it's going to take for that to come out, so we'll see. Attack type weapon, demonic sword, Kikoku. Weapon called demonic sword that absorbs the chakra of its owner will appear as an original SS plus weapon. Oh, you know, I was wondering when I first saw this where the hell it was from, but this is an original weapon. That's why. When using a strong attack, the user will wear a mask and enter a special strengthened state. In the strengthened state, a certain amount of physical strength will decrease and defense will decrease, but attack power will increase. And when attacking an enemy, physical strength will recover according to the number of hits. Stop doing this. Alright. Oh, okay. That's simple but cool. So this is its regular state, and then this is the masked state, and you can see that the sword also gets some kind of flaming red effect as well. Huh. Well, I mean, that's straightforward as well. You just you're just going to be able to switch between variations again. That will give you two debuffs, but with the physical strength, which I'm not actually sure what that means. Uh, Maybe it's like how fast you move. Maybe. But yeah, it'll recover based off of how much you hit. So you're technically, as long as you hit people, you're only getting a defense decrease. But if you're hitting people, you don't got to worry about defense because you're beating them up. Let's see. Oh yeah, the last one. I have been waiting for this one. I knew it was gonna come out. And I've had a sand build like just sitting, just waiting for this weapon to come out. I thought it was gonna be the first weapon, but yeah, it's not. Wait a minute, hold on. Guardian weapon. Attack type weapon. Okay, so this says defense, but this says guardian. What the hell does guardian mean? Huh. Well, I hope that's on defense, because I've been planning for that to be on defense. A spear inspired by the 5th Kazekage, Gaara, and his tailed piece, Shukaku, sealed within him, is now available. It faithfully recreates his wide-range attacks and robust defenses using sand manipulation. The strong attack that recreates Shukaku's arm is particularly powerful, which is probably the heavy. Oh, wow. Oh, man, and the spear looks good, too. I'm glad that they not only gave you the spear, but they gave you the gourd as well. The little bits on it are... I'm half and half on it. I don't mind it. I think it looks good, but at the same time, I can see why some people are like, oh, I want the original, because you know, some people just want the OG. But let's take one more look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. He throws it out and it starts spinning. And it spins on its own and then it comes back. Yeah, pretty cool. Will be added to the scroll lineup after the update. Oh, wow. So we might actually get one of these, like, soon. Like, real soon. Oh, wow. That would be amazing. I wonder which one it'll be. I feel like it'll probably be Kawaki's, but if it's Gara's or this one, I'm going to go crazy. I like the other two. Don't get me wrong. I actually have plans for this one too, but not video related. I just have a build that works with it. And this is really cool too, but I want to test this a little bit and see how big that defense decrease is, because then it's going to be really choosy on, I guess, when I implement that. And this I've already been planning for, so. Third installment of the Extra Ninjutsu series, Awakening the Tailed Beast. So this is the themed ninjutsu that arrives. It's like its own separate DLC. Human Sacrifice Transformation, 3 Tails. Honestly, I took a look at this earlier, like this morning when it came out. I briefly went over everything this morning. Not really impressed by this one. Maybe it's good, but visually, meh. Oh. So, first complaint I have about this, which I get it. I know why they did it, but still. The Three Tails is fucking tiny. What the hell? Why is he so small? Okay? That bothers the shit out of me. Okay, like, you kind of made every other tailed beast accurate so far as size, but this motherfucker might as well just be like a baby turtle. He's so tiny. Look at him. What? He should be like 4 times the size of this, at least. Maybe 3. But like I said, maybe it'll be good jutsu. I mean, it's basically just fucking rotation. I'm not really enjoying these tailed beast installments. They're okay, but still, like the Two Tails one came out just broken. Not like in the sense of it was, oh, it's so powerful. Like it's just broken. It still works, but it's choosy. And then this one is just rotation with 3 tails, mini 3 tail skin. I don't like that. Yeah, simple as that. Fires a simple projectile that spins around and sends out shockwaves of water surrounding area. The bubbles move at a slow speed, highly guided to the enemy. Possible to hold the enemy in check for a long time. If fired from front, it is often from melee state. It's possible to involve many enemies in the attack. Release the next update. Oh. Really? So we're gonna get this like right away? Oh my god. Dude, I'm staying up. Oh my god. Balance adjustments. From here, we will explain the intention of the main adjustments to the battle. Balance. Wait. Yeah. That will be made in the update. This time we'll explain the individual adjustments to the Ninjutsu Sharingan and Genjutsu Sharingan. Yeah, I see that they don't really like how that's working out. We've made adjustments so that the Sharingan and Genjutsu Sharingan cannot evade secret ninjutsu. I think that's fair. Can only be used once. They have a very powerful effect that can evade most attacks. Milder performance, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. As for Sharingan, the performance is weaker than necessary, so we have shortened the cooldown as an adjustment. So it's no longer going to be 19 seconds, it's going to be a little bit shorter than that, which, cool, whatever, I don't care. Used frequently, we introduced it separately. We will continue to pay attention to the status and make adjustments. So they're not even sure about this. They're going to be looking at it and seeing how that's going to work. Which, honestly, all they have to really do is just change it to instead of like using your sub, like whatever you have equipped, just make it like a shadow clone or just a piece of wood, you know? That way, because I mean, the biggest issue I see with it is just the shadow exploding clones. I mean, that's why Genjutsu Sharingan is so powerful, because somebody hits you, they're trapped, and they're going to take damage from your Genjutsu, and then as soon as they get out, they have a clone in their face just exploding. And it does pretty decent damage, so I don't know. Upward adjustments to the ninjutsu, shadow copying technique, and shadow stitching technique. In this update, we've adjusted. Oh, yeah, I did go over this. Basically, all they're doing to these is they're just increasing the range, and they are, I think, increasing the like the speed that it moves at, making it easier to hit these abilities. Not changing it from just a ground ability though, but I'm okay with that because I like these moves and I like that they have like a risk reward kind of factor to them. Let's see. We made various adjustments such as improving guidance performance of Katon Flame Bullet and shortening the cooldown and increasing the damage, which I think is Fire Dragon Bullet. Huh? I don't know what these two are. But I guess increased damage and shorter cooldown and guidance performance for whatever this one is. In-game patch that's be delivered date for the adjustments. Data focused on adjusting forms ninjutsu. Fighting, blah blah blah. Okay. And these are just like SS items, new items. Pretty sure everybody knows what this is right away. Don't even have to say it. It's Ichiraku's outfit from the show. Apron. Da-da-da. Oh, yeah. So this is for ranged, pretty sure. And this is supposed to be Datara's weapon. Oh my god. Oh, wow, you can actually ride on the bird. That's cool. I didn't even notice that the first time. Huh. Well, kind of. I'm sure it's part of the combo where you just fly on the bird, throw kunai, and then the bird goes after him. But still, really cool. I know a bunch of Datara fans who are going to be creaming over this weapon. Shunkyaku? I assume that means attack. Oh, yeah, it's the boot. Yeah, I like that. Boot-shaped scientific ninja tool. Oh, I wonder, are they on your feet too? I think they are. Like, I think they stay on your feet. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like they do. That's awesome, actually. I can see some really cool stuff coming out of that. Strongly supports physical activities. Is recommended for physical ninjas who are good at footwork. Light and vivid consecutive strong attacks are very powerful. Uh, yeah, cool. I like that one. Let's see. Defense type weapon, sword armor, whirlwind. Did I see this? Oh, I did. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't even know that. So the cover art for Naruto Anthology Uzumaki Volume 7 features the equipment worn by Naruto. In addition to consecutive attacks with his sword, he can use the scroll on his back to summon toads and ninja tools, allowing for wide area attacks. Don't miss his unique fighting style using various equipment. That is actually kind of unique. I like that. Hmm. To you use magic flute, which is this one's weird to me because we actually already have to use flute, but it's an S item, not an SS. So I guess this one's just going to be the SS version. Summon sperm ghost. Let's see. Oh wow, this one's for everyone. Oh, because it's a ninja tool. I see. I see. Okay, cool, awesome. Use four sounds. Equip use flute. Damage to reduce defense and action speed to anyone who comes in contact. Oh, so it reduces action speed. That's cool. Oh, and it reduces defense. Nice. Penetrate terrain and enemies. Oh, wow. So you can use this kind of like mirror drones, but less annoying. Well, I hope less annoying. I actually did already look at this one too. Basically, it's adding a timer to your little transformation ults. Usually there are, I think they're supposed to all be 30 seconds, but I don't know that for sure. But now they give you like a visual timer. You see right there at the bottom how it's going down. So that way you can actually utilize the whole ultimate without just guessing. Alright, game optimization. We announced the implementation of game optimization. We're continuing to optimize the game. October, we optimized data loading at the start of the battle. During battle, has improved compared to before and after the update. So, yeah, some people might disagree with this statement, saying, they said the stability of behavior has improved compared to before and after the update. Some people would heavily disagree with that, but actually, I have noticed a slight improvement. I I don't know how big of a improvement they think that is, but I have noticed a slight improvement that makes it, you know, it makes it a little bit better. But they still have a long way to go as far as optimization goes. And I think that's kind of why they actually started doing the whole like new character every 3 months, not every month. Because one, it gives them more time to work on newer things like these weapons and etc. It gives them more time to work on the DLC character, which means they can make it do more or have better animations or etc. Um, but oh my god, I think I just lost my train of thought. Oh, yes, but also to make sure that when they do release these things, they're not completely broken. Sometimes we notice that during updates, the game will get a little bit worse or something will get messed up or etc. I think that's why they moved to the whole 3 month schedule, is because they needed to give themselves more time to figure everything out. But that's just a theory. Conclusion, etc. Blah blah blah. Not important. So, yeah. So this is the update. We're getting boyhood version Naruto, which is basically just kid Naruto. 4 SS plus weapons, some new ninja tools, Ninja Toad. Yeah. No game modes though. Upsetting, but whatever. And no new map. But maybe with the next new 4 characters that are coming out, they'll give us something. Who knows? But yeah.